What is up? What is up? It is Tuesday. Welcome to the Chad Prather Show. We are rocking and rolling with a big new, brand new rebrand, folks. I hope you guys are doing well on this Tuesday morning. Looking forward to hanging out with you guys. For the next hour, I'm going to take you on a little tour of some of the things that we're doing new and doing differently. We're just going to take our time with it. We're just going to let it marinate a little bit. I got to give a big old shout out, which I'm going to do multiple times on this program. I'm going to give a shout out to our buddy and our producer, Mr. David Medina. Follow him at David Medina PDX. He worked very hard, tirelessly through the nights for the last several weeks, months even, to rebrand this show. Look at that blow up the chat right there. Look at that little sucker down there in that bottom hand of the screen, the bottom corner. I love that. We got all kind of little trinkets and little Easter eggs in here. You're going to love it. You're going to love it, I tell you. But it's going to be not only a rebrand, it's going to be a refocus. And I'll talk to you a little bit more about that in just a few minutes. I want to tell you and say thank you. The new book, Born for Meaning, it is out. And there's a hair on it. I don't know where that came from because I don't have any hair. Born for Meaning. You can go to bornformeaning.com. You want to get an autographed copy. Or you can go over to Amazon. You can get a digital copy there or order the book. Or you can also go over to Apple and get a digital copy as well. But I just reread it. My 8th time, I think, reading this book, and it blessed me all over again. I'm encouraging literally everyone. I'm so proud of this little book. Go get it. It'll be the best $12 you ever spent. Go to bornformeaning.com if you want to get an autographed copy. Man, I'm excited to be with you guys. I feel like it's been like a month. I hope y'all had a great Labor Day. I hope you had a great long weekend. I hope you celebrated the fact that you're an American. And I love you guys so much. You make my life have purpose. You make my life have calling. You make my life just feel special all the time. And I'm thankful for the encouragement that you guys give me. And I'm just so committed to using this platform for what I believe is good in the world around us. We're going to be focused on culture, folks, because let's face it. Let's just face it, America, to be totally honest, I think our culture has lost its ever-loving mind, and it needs voices like ours to speak into it because you've got everything that's upside down. Men don't know if they're women. Women don't know if they're men. Kids think TikTok is a career path. Half of Hollywood thinks you and I should apologize for waking up and breathing air this morning and feeling the way we feel. Guess what? We're not apologizing for squat. In fact, we're going to double down. I'm telling you, this all-new, rebranded, reloaded Chad Prather Show, 10 years of doing this. This is going to be the best iteration of it ever. And from here on out, we're not just going to be talking about culture. We're going to ridicule every single bit of it. Yeah, I said it. We're going to ridicule. We're going to mock. People say, you're so mean-spirited. Whatever you want to say, you better thicken that skin up, baby, because if the world insists on acting like a 3-ring circus, then I'm going to be the ringmaster, baby. If we're going to bring the elephants, the clowns, the fire-breathing truth, dadgummit, we're going to get after it. And just to be completely clear, we're not just going to laugh at the stupidity. We're going to pull some lessons out of it. We're going to laugh and we're going to rant, we're going to mock, and we're going to leave you with some things you can live by. Think of it like a comedy with a backbone, satire with a soul, maybe truth with this handsome cowboy hat. I don't know. So buckle up, buckle in. We're going to take aim at everything that culture throws at us. And we are. People always accuse me, oh, we liked you back before you were political. Honestly, I was never really political. It's about culture. Politics just runs downstream of the culture, right? But there's no sacred cows here. There's no off-limits topics. No pulling punches. If it's ridiculous, and you know there's plenty of it out there that is, we're going to roast it. And if it matters, we're going to drive it home. This is the relaunch, folks. This is what we've been working for, and this is the reset. This is the Chad Prather Show. And we are just getting started. And it's all for you. I want to hear from you. I want to see you in the chat. I want you to leave comments. I want you to leave ratings and reviews. I want to hear the things that you'd like to talk about. If there's something out there that you want roasted, we'll roast it, baby. We will just ramshackle that sucker and tear it down from the foundations. But it's all for you. I want you fired up. I want you to be able to run through the wall like the Kool-Aid man. Hey, just come on in the house because you're so dadgum fired up. I see you guys. I love you guys. I'm thankful that you're a part. We don't get any help, by the way. We don't get any help. Big tech, big media, they don't give us any help. It's just me and you. It's just us. And another guy that I'm going to bring on here in a minute. But before I do, I want to remind you about my friends over at Patriot Mobile. Patriot Mobile, go to patriotmobile.com/Chad. You can call them on the phone, 972-PATRIOT. America's only Christian conservative wireless provider. They use the same cell towers as the big three. The difference is they don't send a portion of your bill off to these crazy progressive lefty causes like Planned Parenthood and all that nonsense. No, they believe like you believe. They believe in the Constitution, same values, same vision, same foundational ideas of the Bill of Rights. They believe in your right to free speech. They believe in the Second Amendment, and I'm glad to call them friends. So if you got a cell phone, and you do, you need to be using Patriot Mobile. PatriotMobile.com/Chad. Use promo code CHAD. I spell it Chad. If you're a first responder, military member, or veteran, they will give you free activation. If you use promo code Chad, they'll give you your first month's free, no matter who you are. Call them on the phone. They'll give you all kinds of things, but they got a plan that will fit your budget. I guarantee it. So check them out. Call them 100% U.S.-based customer service team. You can understand them on the phone. Unlike me talking to American Airlines the other day, 972-PATRIOT, patriotmobile.com/Chad. All right. Watch this right here. Watch this. Ladies and gentlemen, my buddy, my best friend, Mr. Party Foul Steve. What's up, buddy?
A much quieter doorbell there. I want you to say I couldn't be more proud of the work and the labor that I put in over Labor Day weekend building this new set.
So tell us about that set, because you got some stuff going on. You got the new logo going.
Got the new logo. I'm gonna point the wrong way every time because
Yeah.
right there over the left shoulder. But if you'll notice that the wood on over my, I guess that would be my left shoulder. Yeah, left shoulder. That came off my back fence when I replaced the fence. I saved it. Boom. I repurposed. I'm a recycler. I'm a cheap son of a bitch. That's what it is. So, I'm working on a budget, but we did it. But man, I had a fabulous Labor Day weekend. I did not labor at all, except
Attaboy.
for watching a couple of the grandbabies while the new grandbaby arrived.
Speaking of labor,
Yeah. So
you texted me and said, I think we're about to have a baby. And 10 minutes later, you said, we have a baby.
But this is baby number 3. She's a professional. She goes in there and she pushed it right out. And
Yeah.
within a matter of minutes.
I think it gets a little bit easier as you go along. Just squirt them right out.
They said this one was harder than the last. So
Really?
yeah.
He's a big one, though, wasn't he? 7-something?
Yeah, 7 pounds, almost 8, right at 8 pounds.
All right. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Couldn't be more
At least
proud.
you're not having one.
Yeah, I'm not. No, I'm not having any kids, and I'm not raising any kids. But I sure I enjoy them for a day or two. And
You were suffering, dude, because I kept asking you for a couple of things, and you're like, man, I got these kids. I got these kids.
Dude, you know what the biggest struggle is? Putting car seats in the car. The kids are easy. Trying to get them car seats put in and get them buckled in, all that. That's a chore.
Dude, I'm so thankful, just so thankful that my kids are grown. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Dude, it was backbreaking stuff, man. It really was some backbreaking stuff when you had those kids. Now, these parents these days have it easy, bro.
Yeah, they do. I left out of their house yesterday after we got them all settled back in over at their house, and we walked out the door laughing.
Dude, I'm telling you,
man,
I'm telling you.
3 kids and babies. It is a chore and it's work, but man, it's worth every second of it. I don't regret. We had 4 kids. I don't regret a single one of them.
That's good, man. I'm telling you, it's good. So congratulations on all that. We got some things we're going to get into here in just a little bit, but David did work really hard. You worked really hard to do that. I've got some other stuff that's going to be coming in this studio. I've got some, you'll see it when you see it. But I've been having a good time, man. I'm having a blast doing the Before the Noise in the morning. I hope everybody joins me for that. If you're not getting it live, at least go back and watch it. Those are encouraging little 10, 11, 12 minutes. I keep saying 10 minutes. I don't think I've done anything less than 12 minutes yet, but I'm a long-winded preacher, bro.
Hey, it's
long-winded.
A blessing even for me. It's making me get in the Word of God every morning. So keep it up.
Dude, it's been a great accountability thing for me. I had a couple of little debates over the weekend with some people. I had someone on a friend on Facebook who said to me that, or who said on their deal, said that that if churches are going to, no, if you're going to push for Christianity or religion in school, Christianity in school, then we should push for the IRS in churches. And I was like, I want to just humbly submit to you. Like, this is your page, so I'm not going to troll you, but I just want to humbly submit to you why that is a nightmare of an idea. And you know how that goes, man. People start getting mad, and then the other people who aren't engaged in the conversation jump in there, and it becomes a big fight. Social media, dude, I love it so much.
Yeah, but if somebody comments on something and you leave it alone, nothing happens. But if you comment back to that person, man, your team, the Prather team piles up on them. So
well, that's on my pages. This was on hers, and so I try to, when I respond to somebody, I don't go to other people's pages to argue with them. Like it's your page. You can say whatever you want to say. But I thought it was interesting too. Somebody commented, so we changed the cover picture, the cover photo for all of my Facebook pages, I guess all of my socials, to reflect the new branding of the show. And so, of course, it said nothing political. It's just literally an image that says the Chad Prather Show. People want to come on and attack you. And there was a guy who said, Chad Prather he defends fascists while claiming to be a Christian, and I'm a Christian, and he's not, and all this kind of stuff. And I thought, you claim that the administration that's in charge right now is fascist, yet here you are on an open public forum freely speaking about being a Christian, who is and who's not. Like, you literally need to stop using the word fascist, because if you were truly under a fascist regime, none of that would have just happened.
Yeah, I actually went and looked at that I saw where that was going on. I went and looked at that person's profile, and he's got some conflict. He conflicts himself all the way through.
They tend to do that. So. They tend to do that. And I said, I was looking at a couple of different things over the weekend, and I just have absolutely, I posted what I call a manifesto, I guess. That's a bad word these days.
If you want to use the word manifesto.
But I mean, a manifesto is still a good word. This is like, I'm stating what I believe, right? And now everybody's taking it, they've meant something else. But I said over the weekend, I truly despise progressive leftism. I really do. Like, I'm absolutely sick of it. Now, a lot of people corrected me and said, well, don't you mean communism? Yeah, I'm using their term to expose everything that they are. I said it's a parasite that feeds on freedom while pretending to defend it. It dresses itself up as compassion and justice, but underneath it is a machine that breeds weakness, division, and dependency. And then I went on from there. People should go read it if they missed it. But the thing went pretty viral over the weekend.
I think I shared that one. I don't share a lot of your posts, but I think that might have been one of the ones I did.
Yeah, there was a lot, man. And I just tell you, that post right there, I was like, you know what? I had just had enough. These people come in with this. I mean, like, I understand not everything's right with the GOP, or that's why I don't identify as a Republican. I just never have, right? Party systems, I'm not licking those boots, man. But I will say I'm a conservative. I believe in limited government. I believe in the expression of freedom and values and foundation, faith, and those things should be protected. And, I believe in those deals. But people, man, they are just absolutely losing the freaking mind. If you want to make a good argument, make a good freaking argument. Most of these people do exactly what you just said. They contradict themselves. I mean, I literally told that person that I had sent the thing on, to. I said, she's like, I don't want religion being crammed down our throats in schools. I was like, it's not. It's literally not. You're setting up a straw man argument. So she went to Chat GPT and looked up what a straw man, and I know when they go to Chat GPT, because I know. So she looked up what a straw man meant and then posted it on there. And it literally, I just left it alone. It literally defined exactly what she had just done. Yeah. I know you thought you were making a point, but you didn't.
I have noticed that a lot. People are, and I even saw this on either TikTok or Instagram, where people are using Chat GPT to argue online with people.
Yeah, that's what they're doing. That's what they're doing. And it's just, it's crazy. Dude, I got the book out, Born from Meaning. I got the book out. Thank you for sharing it, Steve.
I ordered 2 of them this morning, one by accident, but I went ahead and left it on there. I'll give it to Tony and
Well, it was as of yesterday, it was ranked number 1 in the Faith new releases, which doesn't necessarily mean anything. It's kind of cool to see number 1 by it, but it's fun. It's an easy book to read. I like it, even if I must say so myself. And I'm already working on another book. Dude, I'm telling you, I outlined another book on the airplane the other day. I was so frustrated I had to get my mind right, but I'm going to let this one breathe for a little while because I think everybody needs to get a hold of this. If anybody's ever been through some crazy stuff, even you, Linda, talking to you, Linda.
Linda's driving. She's just listening today, I think.
Linda had a frowny face yesterday because we weren't live like we thought we might be yesterday, but we took Labor Day off.
We had major things going on, and it was just easier to wait till today to start.
Yeah. I do want to hear from everybody, though. I want to mock things. I love ridiculing things. I want to be able to do that. I want to be able to have a good time with it. I want us to get back to laughing a little bit because I think we need to. We could do the faith-filled stuff early in the morning, and then we could talk about culture. Culture's where it's at, man, and we're in trouble. This leftist progressivism, like I was talking about the other day, it doesn't lift people up. It drags everybody down, and I like talking about them. But here is one of the things that's going on. Let's get into the top stories of the day. Come on. Yeah. Check him out. Booyah.
You're on the front page. You see that little bam.
Look at that little graphic right there. Look at that little graphic right there. All right, Trump's supposed to make an announcement from the Oval Office Tuesday. That's today. At 2 p.m. Eastern. That's this afternoon.
I started reading into this. There's all kinds of speculation on his health.
Yeah. I want to know in the chat, what do you guys think it's going to be?
Do you think he has health problems, Chad?
No.
He's not fixed to step down and Vance
No.
is going to step in?
No.
Okay. That's
Absolutely not.
I started reading, and it goes all kinds of directions about what he's about to announce.
I want to see in the chat what you guys are thinking that Trump is going to do, what he's going to announce. I'll tell you here in a moment what I believe he's going to do. And we pick on Linda because Linda's fun. We love Linda. Linda's been to about 100 of my shows. Linda's family at this point, so we get to pick on Linda. She gets to pick back. And I see you guys saying they already announced it. They didn't announce it. They are speculating and saying this is probably what it will revolve around. But with Trump, you never know.
Yeah, okay. So what they do, they give the reporters a daily, like what the president's going to do for the day, right?
Yep.
But they don't necessarily say what everything is. So just in that thing, a 2:00 announcement.
Yeah, I think that I think there's going to be a few things that are going to come out. Now, I'll tell you this: Trump, he's not dead. You know, they were speculating over the weekend. All the libs out there, they were saying he hadn't been heard from since August 28th, and so they had no problem when Joe Biden was AWOL. But again, maybe he was maybe he had the flu or something. We don't know.
They keep talking about the bruises on the back of his hands. They said he looked pale when they did see him coming out on one of the golf courses or something.
Yeah, but I mean, all the timestamps and the reverse, photo search and stuff like that. They were saying, no, these are older photos, things like that. But it's a bunch of hogwash is what it is. It's a double standard, like we were talking about earlier. They didn't hold Joe Biden to any of that accountability, but they want to do this with Trump. It's silly. No, I don't think Trump's stepping down. No, I don't think Trump is sick. The back of his hand thing, they already named that for what it was like 2 months ago. It's from excessive shaking hands, and he's an old man. He's got, thin blood. He's got some stuff breaking in there. But I do think that I think this is going to be a DOD announcement. I think I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't go ahead and change Department of Defense to Department of War. I think that it could be an announcement about the Space Command thing being moved from Colorado over to Huntsville, Alabama, which would certainly make sense. Joe Biden kept it in Colorado, and Huntsville, of course, is the kind of the rocket capital of the world. This is one of the things that was said over on X, the relocation. Let's pull that thing up. Charlie Kirk said, breaking, President Trump's reversing a Biden-era decision will relocate Space Force Command HQ from Colorado to Alabama. I don't know that that's necessarily earth-shattering news, but I think it does belong in Alabama. And
why does it matter where it's at? As long as it's
I mean, I mean, I don't think we need to reward Colorado with a boost in their economy from government funding personally because of their ideologies that are over there. I think moving it over to Huntsville, I think, is a strategic win because of Alabama's already built infrastructure and the aerospace expertise, because that is the rocket center over there. That's where all the stuff is already over there. Redstone Arsenal, everything else. That's where Space Camp is. That's where NASA did a lot of stuff.
That makes sense. But let's go back to the Department of Defense versus Department of War again. Why would you change the name, and what does that say when you go from a defense thing? Does that just put us in a more aggressive stance towards?
Yeah, and also he wanted to go back to the more historic name of the office, because it used to be the Department of War, and so he wanted to go back to the historic deal. And because again, his whole thing is we're not on the defense; we're like here to kick your ass. So,
how much does that cost the taxpayers to change the name?
The letterhead, I guess. I mean, somebody's got to go in there and
it'll cost $13 billion to change some letterhead.
Well, you don't know that. I mean, that's again, you're speculating that everything that bureaucracy does costs money, and we do have to assume that it will, no doubt about it. But I mean, it's just the same as changing the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America. This is a little bit more bureaucratically infused in the things you got to do. Here's another breaking story from Nick Sorter. He said, breaking big Trump win. The D.C. Circuit Court rules 2-1 President Trump can axe the $16 billion in climate grant. So there's your money, Steve.
Hey, there we go. We just got enough to change all the signs for the Department of Defense or whatever.
Now we can be whatever we want to be.
Or
I might change my name to Mary.
Move the space station to Alabama or whatever.
Yeah, the headquarters over to Alabama. Move it on over there. But the court even said Obama Judge Chutkan abused her discretion by blocking Trump from cutting the funds earlier. Impeach, as Maxine Waters would say. These people, man, I'm just telling you. I got to take a break real quick, though. Birch Gold, text. Look at Steve. Steve, wake up, man. Look at Steve.
I'm awake. I'm wide awake.
I like how you just kind of stare into space.
You're Birch Gold.
You stare off
I'm not
into
staring
space.
into space. Look, I'm looking at you. I have your picture right above the camera. So when I look at the camera, I'm looking at you.
Steve's sitting there just like, I love it. Oh, the rebrand is so awesome, dude. I like that line right there, too. Look at that logo, though. That logo looks good. It's fantastic. You don't know what goes into logos like that, man. David and I had a lot of fights. Yeah. I know.
Right across there and across the bottom.
I know. Let's talk about it. We'll show everybody right here. I need everyone to do what you did last week. Do it again. Text CHAD, I spell it Chad, to 989898 so Birch Gold can send you that free, no obligation information kit on how to diversify your savings and your IRA and your 401k into an IRA backed by physical gold. Please text Chad to 989898 and they will give you a shout on the phone. Take about 2 minutes of your time to get an address so they can send that over to you. But right now, they have a rebate going that you may qualify for if you are a first-time gold buyer or you're buying silver or gold. If you're buying it physical to keep for yourself, they got a rebate going up to possibly $10,000 worth of precious metals. They're doing that through the end of the month. Now is a good time to talk to them and find out what that could mean for you. That would be awesome, as well as talking about your retirement. But find out. Y'all like money, right? I like money. I like gold and silver. Text Chad to 989898. Let them send you that free information kit, and I need you to do that, please. Please do that for me. It's almost like the rebrand cost us money, and we need sponsors to be happy. No, I do trust them with everything. I've got A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau, tens of thousands of satisfied customers. They're a valued partner. Birch Gold knows exactly what they're doing. They are the folks that you need to give you the advice on your diversification. Text Chad to 989898. All right, Brandon Johnson.
Brandon Johnson. Wait, I know that name.
He's the Chicago mayor.
There we go.
That's the one, huh?
That's the
You
one.
think
That's
you think he
exactly
played
who
for
I
the
was
Titans?
thinking.
You think he played for the Titans or
I
something?
thought he played for the Titans or something like that, but nope.
So
different guy.
Brandon Johnson, he doesn't want any federal resources. He doesn't want Trump sending any federal people, troops, anything in there. Here's what he had to say about that, and then I'll comment. Play it.
Are you prepared to defend this land that was built by slaves, a land that was built by indigenous people, a land that is built by workers? Are you prepared to defend this land? The people united will always prevail. I need you all to stand firm, to stand strong. If this president decides to continue to break this Constitution.
That is literally the talk of insurrection right there.
It definitely is. And after this weekend of 54 shootings in the city of Chicago, I
Well,
would think it's insane.
yeah. Well, let's talk about this to begin with
right.
before we jump into the Chicago problems. First of all, he said a land built by indigenous peoples. Now, I want someone in the chat to tell me a single thing that was created, any lasting thing that was created by an indigenous person that we're using in this country today. Just throw something out there. I guess he's talking about Native Americans, Indians. I don't know. But I would love for them to throw something. Just anybody in the chat, does anybody have anything that was created by Native Americans?
Well, I have a cousin that has an arrowhead collection.
Okay, but again, not a whole lot of that's some strong technology, which again, they didn't invent that either, but I'm just trying to think. Anybody there in the deal? Let's go over to Chat GPT. Let me pull that up real quick. What lasting contribution?
All right, somebody in the chat said
Did-
casinos.
They didn't. That's the Italians. No, that's funny.
That's a good one.
America. All right, let's see. What lasting?
Corn.
Native Americans.
We
Corn.
still
I mean, a little
use
bit. Of,
corn.
okay, so Chat GPT says agriculture and food, like corn. This is Chat GPT. Oh, farming techniques, the planting method of corn, beans, and squash grown together. Let's see. Their influence on the U.S. Constitution. The Iroquois Confederacy had a sophisticated system of representative government that inspired Benjamin Franklin, Thomas Jefferson when shaping America's democracy ideas like federalism. ChatGPT and I could have a debate on that. That says consensus building have roots in native government. So anyway, Brandon Johnson, I'm trying to figure out, environmental stewardship. Oh, and also plants such as willow bark, which is a source for aspirin.
I was going to say aspirin, right?
Yeah, echinacea and quinine for healing. So, nothing is basically what we're talking about. Nothing. Reservation bingo. But again, this shows you how ludicrous Brandon Johnson is to sit there and say, a land built on indigenous peoples. What are you talking about? This dude now has a 14% approval rating. Who shows up for his speeches, first of all? 50 people. Did you say 54? I saw 52 people that were shot.
I saw 54 that were shot. I think it was 7.
Okay, 54. You're right. 54. Now, he wants to tell you he doesn't want Trump bringing in federal troops to bring. And this is something that's pissing me off that we'll get to in a minute, is all of these paid leftist shills who are posting their pictures smiling in Chicago saying how safe it is. They're being paid to do that. We'll talk about it in a minute. His approval rating across the city is just 26%. He has wavered between 14 and 26% just in the last few days. I mean, this guy, you know what? I got a turd sitting in the toilet in there that I don't want to flush until I measure it, okay? I care more about that turd than I do Brandon Johnson. 54 people shot.
And this is, that's Labor Day weekend, but that's not that's not abnormal for a weekend.
It's sure not. There's literally live statistic websites out there that you can keep track of what's going on in Chicago. Play this clip.
In Chicago over the weekend, at least 54 people were shot. This is just over Labor Day weekend, 7 killed. Several of the incidents were mass shootings with multiple victims at a single scene. In one instance, a teenage girl was hit with a stray bullet. The violence comes as President Trump threatens to send federal agents and National Guard troops to Chicago to quell the crime there, despite objections from the city's mayor, Brandon Johnson, and Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker. Unfortunately, Joe, this is not unusual in Chicago, which has been plagued by gun violence for generations, not years, for generations.
54 people shot this weekend in Chicago, 7 killed. I mean, and those numbers just keep piling.
I love
It's illegal to have guns in Chicago, right?
100%.
So how is this happening?
Well, they bring them over from Indiana.
So we're going to blame Indiana?
No, but they literally go over to Indiana and get the guns and traffic them back.
Gotcha.
That's where they come from. I mean, they're in Chicago. Trust me, everybody's got a gat. They hold it sideways like this, but everybody's got one.
If you were the police force and you couldn't handle what was happening, wouldn't you want help? If you were the mayor of your city, wouldn't you want help to come in and at least slow it down a little bit?
Well, like what we've seen in recent years with all of the police ambushes, the police have just decided we're not going into that space. We're not going in there. We're not going to deal with that. We're not going to do that. Why are we going to put why am I going to make $35,000 a year, $50,000 a year to go in there and risk my life in order to do that? Now, somebody said in there they went from Beetlejuice to Brandon Johnson. You're right. I mean, Beetlejuice was bad enough. She was a horrible mayor. This dude's liked even less than her. And here's what's funny. That woman is butthole eyes. She's over there teaching a course at Harvard.
A course in what?
Look it up.
I'm going to have to look it up.
Look at butthole eyes.
Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice. She looks like Beetlejuice and the guy with the shrunken head all mixed together. Ask yourself, what is Butthole Eyes teaching over at Harvard? But 54 people shot. And this is MSNBC reporting, by the way. Look at it.
Oh, my.
Phone home.
Lori Lightfoot, that's her name.
Oh, yeah, you didn't know her name?
I couldn't remember her
I mean,
name.
Lori Lightfoot sounds like a Native American.
She'll be forgotten.
Maybe that's what they've contributed. Yeah. Yeah, she's over there talking about
Health
the
policy
dinosaurs.
and leadership.
What is it?
Health policy and leadership.
Health policy and leadership. Okay. I figured she was teaching one on like dinosaurs, like Lickalotopus.
She's focusing her experiences leading Chicago through COVID-19.
She absolutely failed at that.
Well, that's what happens when you can't do, you teach. I'm kidding. I'm gonna piss all the teachers off out there.
I don't know. I mean, this is the crazy world, upside down world we're living in, dude. NBC, Tim Pool posted this. NBC apologizes to the mass shooter. Can't make it up. For misgendering. NBC issues a correction after using the wrong pronoun for the mass shooter. She used female pronouns.
It has mental health issues.
Had.
No longer a problem.
Let's you know what? We might misgender and get the wrong pronoun, but we can get the right tense. Had mental health issues. Good Lord. Listen, go back and watch. I'm telling you guys, there's a couple of things you need to go back and watch on my YouTube and Rumble. You need to go back and watch. If you missed it, you need to go back and watch Thursday's episode where Satan literally tried to intervene and attack me all day long trying to post a video to talk to you guys about that topic of demons. I mean, that video you saw of that guy who went in and shot up that church in that Catholic school, shot through the stained glass windows. That was one of the clearest on video in full color with full surround sound manifestations of a demon you'll ever see. It's one of the clearest ones you'll ever see. The dude was literally having a talk with the demons inside of him. And what I said on both the episode Thursday and calling out this gender nonsense, mental illness, demonic nonsense on another short that's about 10 minutes long, I encourage you, go watch those things. And the reason I want you to go watch them is not for the clicks and likes on my behalf. I want you to be equipped to have these conversations with people who have their head in the sand. And a lot of them do.
I think it's time to bring back rubber rooms.
It's time to start casting out some demons, man. But definitely some people need to be restrained and constrained away from our society, because this is a dangerous, dangerous thing. But for them to issue a correction, I don't care what pronoun you use. I don't care what kind of insanity. I made another post on social media about this gender nonsense the other day, and people want to tell me that I'm ignorant of biology. No, if you have a penis, you are a man. If you have a booty poo, you are a woman. Simple. Simple.
They don't want to follow the science.
Well, again, historically speaking, gender and sex, see, that's the whole narrative now. Again, language matters when it comes to culture, folks. They have changed the language. They try to control the language so they can control the narrative. They can control the agenda. They can control the culture and society. So they can say, well, gender no longer means sex. Sex is biological. Gender is a social construct. No, it's not. Not according to Jesus in Matthew chapter 19. Jesus said, God created them male and female. Male and female is how he created them at the beginning. Throughout history, the word gender has been used to describe people who are biologically male, biologically female. When you try to change that, it becomes absolutely illogical, and nobody thinks that that's normal at all. Now, you might play along with their charade just to be nice or empathetic, but that's toxic empathy.
Yeah,
because it leads to the destruction of society.
There comes a point, when do you stop being, having empathy?
Yeah.
For this.
I don't. I'm sorry for what you're going through, mental illness, demonic possession, oppression, whatever it may be.
But what's worse, though, is the parents that of
enable
children
it.
that push this.
Yeah, like we said last week, if you think you're an opposite sex and you're over 18, you have a mental illness. If you're a child under 18 and you think you're another sex, then your parents are mentally ill. All right, Rosie O'Donnell, I don't know if you guys saw the clip last week or not, where she came out and said this person was MAGA. I mean, Rosie looks like a turtle without a shell. You can't get away look at this cold sore on this lip. What are you doing? She's another dinosaur teacher right there, another paleontologist. She admitted she was wrong, being emotional. My apologies to MAGA. Just play the clip.
Hi, everybody. It's Rosie O'Donnell, star of the Flintstones. Listen, I have a cold sore. I know. Happens.
Herpes.
Get run down, Anyway, I know a lot of you were very upset about the video I made before I went away for a few days. I didn't go online and haven't seen them till today. But you are right. I did not do my due diligence before I made that emotional statement. And I said things about the shooter that were incorrect. I assumed, like most shooters, they followed a standard MO and had standard, feelings of NRA-loving kind of gun people.
Explain it to us, Rosie. We don't know.
Wait, if the MO of most shooters lately have been trannies. Can we say trannies? Is that we
just did.
We took that word back, I think.
I don't think so. Not according to YouTube.
You have to shorten it to trans.
Can't say tranny.
All right.
Which I just said. But here's the thing. Not only did she say, okay, I'm going to apologize because I was wrong for what I said. That was not an apology to anyone on the right. That was not an apology to anyone. It was apology about jumping the gun and miscommunicating. And I got a cold sore. I'm from the Flintstones. No, here's the thing. She still refused. Why don't you call out who did it, Rosie? Why don't you had no problem calling out a group of people based on their belief system or their political ideologies. You had no problem calling them out by name. So, Rosie, why don't you come out and call this by its name? See, they'll never do anything like that, will they?
No.
They'll never do it. We were talking about transmissions, okay, YouTube? We were talking about transmissions that go in a car. That's what we were talking about. You know what? Fluid of transmission. You know what tranny fluid you put in a transmission? Like that, you put in Bud Light. But look at the deal. Chicago residents, they're speaking out for Trump. They know. They know what's up. Look at here. These kids are carrying, go back down. Well, let's play the clip.
It's just gone from bad to worse to disaster.
No one really feels safe. It's impossible to feel safe in a city like this, especially with the leadership we have.
These kids are carrying guns like around the ages of 8 years old, and they're killing other 8-year-old kids with guns. It's insane.
My opinion, not enough police officers. The police officers' hands are tied.
So the police is really unappreciative for offhand under Brandon Johnson, Lori Lightfoot, J.B. Priester. Those are three are the reason why nobody want to be a police.
Their policies when it comes to crime is not working at all.
I think the biggest piece of the pie has to be more police officers, more protection. That's what the people want.
Trump's trying to give it to you. Brandon Johnson doesn't want it. He's telling you to fight back.
A show of presence is all it takes to curb put it.
These kids, as one of the residents said, these kids are carrying guns around the age of 8 years old, and they're killing other kids. And the gangs will send those kids out there because they know that the kid ain't going to get the punishment that an adult would get.
That's exactly right. They're juveniles.
Yep.
And until we start holding juveniles somewhat responsible.
Yeah. But listen, white liberal women will tell you there ain't no problem. And these guys, these pinheads that are going out there and they're going to, take their pictures. In Chicago, I saw Krasenstein do it. I saw these other jackasses doing it. And they're like, oh, you're in downtown Chicago, one of the most trafficked tourist areas there is. I mean, one of the highest security areas of Chicago. Go down there with your cell phone on the south side after dark, man. Walk around filming yourself and see what you get. Oh, this is weird. Check this out. This girl's remarkable transformation. Watch this. This is, she said, I just kept changing my identity. I felt lost. So this is before Jesus. Watch this. Play the clip. Yeah, we can't play the music. Doing the tarot cards, marked up, smoking things, got the rings, the septum rings, all of the sores all over the body, doing rituals, manifesting, meditating. Then one day heard the gospel. Found the Savior, found Jesus. I love it. You can see the brightness in her eyes and her face right there, just getting baptized, man. You can see the change. I'm telling you. It's a difference, bro. Look at that.
There we
Looks
go.
like a different person.
Bring some current photos. Yeah,
Look at that.
it's a joy and a happiness.
Yeah. But the people that say we don't need any religion. We don't need any of your Christianity in our schools or anything else. We don't need you guys. Somebody told me over the weekend, said your Christianity needs to be in the churches or in the home, nowhere else. Well, see, that's a violation of my free speech. See, you don't want freedom of religion. You want freedom from religion, and that's not what the Constitution guarantees. But this transformation's amazing, dude. And you know what? That's the deal. And this is what I was talking about this morning, the testimonies of the witnesses of who Jesus is this morning. We were talking out of John chapter 5 on Before the Noise. I hope everybody's joining me at 8-7 Central live for 10 minutes each morning, Monday through Friday. This is one of those witnesses, man. You can't deny that. Transformed Lives is one of the biggest witnesses out there. Linda.
Transformers.
I love picking on Linda. Love it. We got a new segment, dude. We're going to start doing it every day. We're going to do a new segment.
Every day.
I think we're going to do it every day, man. It's going to be called, you ready for it?
I'm ready for it.
Pinheads of the day. My favorite word, pinheads of the day. Check them out right here. Let's go. Pinheads of the day. Oh, we will do. Oh, just go ahead and pull up pinheads of the day while I'm making the announcement. Pull that thing up there. And then we'll go to Allied Oil. David's back there producing in the ear. Pull it up. There it is. Look at that thing. That's beautiful. No, David, pull that down. Listen to what I'm telling you. Not the story. I just wanted to show them the pinhead of the day. Pull that down. We're going to Allied Oil.
For those of you in the chat that were asking if David was still with us, so
Still
far,
with us. David is still with us. I just wanted to show you guys the pinhead of the day. But let's talk about Allied Oil. AlliedOilfield.com over in Levelland, Texas. They are the folks that help us drill, baby, drill. They're building all the equipment out there for the oil and gas company, as well as the trucking industry. If you got some design concepts, if you're an engineer, you're working in the oil and gas field, you might want to check them out, Allied Oilfield. And make sure that you look at their website, see what all they do. If you got some of that big equipment out there and you need it refurbished, they can help you with that as well. But if you got some other ideas, some design concepts, they can help you get all of that brought to reality. You can give them a call at 855-EQUIP-US, EQUIP-US, AlliedOilfield.com. Go over there and check them out. Good folks, been doing this thing for over 2 decades, industry leaders, and they are just rocking and rolling in Levelland, Texas. But check them out, AlliedOilfield.com. All right, now let's talk about the pinheads of the day. Bring that sucker back up here. And no, it ain't Steve either. It's not Steve. Pull it back on there. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. David, pull up the pinhead of the day. God. And now pull up Steve, too. There we go.
This is kind of,
Okay.
That's Greta. Is that Greta Thunberg she's talking about?
Yeah. That's Brianna Morello put that out there. Greta's new haircut. Greta's on a boat going somewhere again. She's going to save the world. She's as Brianna says, completed her transformation into Lord Farquaad.
She is on a boat right now with a bunch of Palestinian protesters.
Yeah, of course she is. Her and all of her ugly friends.
Just left Spain, I guess, this morning or yesterday or something like that.
Well, she'll get somewhere and have to get bailed out. You know, she's going to keep wandering into these spaces and these places, and it's not going to end well for her.
No, they're going to blow her boat out of the water.
I mean, it's not. I mean, she's going to find herself with some Rwandan pirates or something at some point in time. She might want to chill out a little bit, and going into the Middle East and going into, she might want to chill with this kind of stuff. But again, she's not playing with a full deck. But who gave this child bangs?
Her mom. That's got to be that's a mom haircut. That's like your mom gave you that haircut in the.
They just pulled
grade.
a little. They just pulled a little, just kind of cut a little window for her face. She looks like she's pooping there. Maybe she's in a Joe Biden diaper there, just doing a little poopy. This dude pissed me off all weekend long every time I saw the clip. This was a baseball game. This guy, the old man, catches the ball at a pro ball game, and the dude comes down there. He's another aisle up, and he comes down and he snatches the ball out of the guy's hands. Play the clip. Play the whole thing. Look at this deal.
He comes in. Oh, he's fighting over the ball. Come on now.
Oh, wait a second. Took it right out of his hands.
Yep.
Took it away from the old guy.
Look, did you see the wife of the old man? Look at the wife of the old man telling him, "Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Just let it go." But I mean, even the dude's girlfriend, if you play through the clip, the guy who steals the ball, even his girlfriend, she was embarrassed. She's hiding. Now, this is the anti-Party Foul Steve right here. This is the opposite of Party Foul Steve, because Party Foul Steve, when he caught his ball a couple of weeks ago, he immediately gave it to a kid.
Yeah, you should. That should be the first thing. If you're a person over the age of, 18, let's just go with 18. If you don't look around for a kid and toss that ball to them, right. Unless maybe it's like a World Series home run, but a foul ball, come on.
Yeah,
toss it to a kid. That That kid will love baseball forever after that.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just people are just trash, dude. Pinhead of the day.
That's funny. It's got a CP hat on the little pinhead thing.
I know, right? My little cowboy hat on there. Robin Wright, you remember she was the Princess Bride, right? She was Jenny. Jenny. She's leaving the U.S. for the U.K. because it's liberating. The U.K. is liberating. The place where the number one birth name in the last year was Muhammad. It's liberating. She wants to go to the British countryside because it's liberating. She said America's a shit show. Go. Get on it.
Converting to Islam.
Well, she hangs around the wrong neighborhood. She will. Where we won't even get into what they do to people in certain places there in Britain. But she says America is a shite show. And I say leave. Go ahead and leave. What say you in the chat? I mean, get out of here. I mean, Rosie's gone. Ellen DeGeneres is gone. Robin Wright, who I mean, you talk about somebody that just went downhill from being the Princess Bride to looking like this.
If you don't love it, leave it.
I mean, my thing is, who are you? I mean, what have you done? What's the last thing? I'm just curious to know, what is the last thing? I don't even care. She was married to Sean Penn.
Well, that's half her problem right there.
Yeah. I'm just curious. No, I mean, so that ought to tell you everything. But I mean, really, that's the whole deal. She says, now get this. She moved from California, of all places, where that's not, most places in California are not real America. But she went to live in England with her partner. Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
The Princess Bride's a lesbo. Everybody's a lesbo now. Everybody's a lesbo. Everybody's a paleontologist.
Somebody said everybody that's leaving is on the Diddy list.
Maybe so. She has a psychological thriller series that's set to come out on Amazon Prime in September. That's September 10th. So she's got something coming out. She did that stupid movie with Tom Hanks in 2024 called Here, which they de-aged him with technology. She was honored with the prestigious Crystal Nymph Award. I don't know what that is.
Yeah,
that was Monte Carlo
television. Not real.
No. I guess that's at Monte Carlo Festival, she shared insights on her experience fighting for equal pay during House of Cards. Of course, she was the lead of the show after Kevin Spacey went out after doodling the
She
kids.
wanted Kevin Spacey pay?
I guess. Bye. Go to England. Enjoy that. We'll catch up with you in 6 months and see how it's working. I mean, you got money, so it'd probably be pretty good for you. Probably pretty good for you. All right, Party Foul Steve. I'm going to leave. We got another segment that we're going to do that we're going to get into here in a minute. And before we get out of here, it's going to be some of my final thoughts, my final word. I want to be able to give you my final word of the day while we've got everybody watching. Party Foul Steve, what's going on with you? The studio sun looks good.
Thank you. I think I caught y'all all up with the birth of a grandson. So
you did. Congratulations on that.
Yeah,
that was number 7 for you.
That was grandchild number 7.
Now I want to know how many of those books over your shoulder you've read.
I have read every one of those from cover to cover on the outside.
You read the cover. Oh boy, you look for your name in mine. That's all you cared about. That's right there.
Yeah, yours is up there. I think it's somewhere.
Can we go back? Can we go back to Party Foul Steve? There, bring him back up there and put his little banner, his little intro banner on there. I want to show everybody something on Steve.
Oh, that's great, David. Thank you, David. $5 a day. You can follow me every day. Yeah.
From him. So anyway, make sure you're following him over there. Party Foul Steve, I love you, buddy. I'll holler at you. We got things to do today.
Yes, we do.
All right, brother. Well, be good, and congratulations on the grandbaby, and I love you, pal. Let me just say, guys, about all of this stuff, about going to move to England, do all this kind of stuff. I just want to say, again, thank you to all of you. Someone asked in the chat. The name of the book is Born for Meaning. You can go to bornformeaning.com. I'll send you an autographed copy. You can get it on Amazon if you want one of these actual books. It's where digital stuff is as well. But Born for Meaning, get the book. Especially you guys get it. It's an easy read. I made it super simple and easy to read. One line at a time, baby. And every line is a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. If you've ever been through some stuff in your life, and you have, this will help you walk back into some joy, okay? And everybody needs it. And you know who needs it is some of these Hollywood elites. You know, I keep hearing that these people are ready to pack their bags, head for Canada, go to the UK, go to Europe or some kind of island paradise. Because as Robin Wright Penn says, or she's not Penn anymore, Robin Wright says, America's a shit show. Folks, let me be real clear with you. Now, I'm not talking about the Brandon Johnsons with their 20% approval rating or the J.B. Pritzkers or the idiots out there that are running Riri America down into the ground. I'm just talking about real America, folks like you out there in America just trying to make your way, trying to raise your family, take care of your kids and grandkids, leave a good name behind with a legacy. You know as well as I do that America, our America, is not a shit show. America is the only country in the world where these people, these elitists, these Hollywood Riris can sit in their multi-million-dollar mansion, surrounded by gates, I might add, and walls, sip their imported champagne, stream their own movies, pat themselves on the back, while bashing the very nation that gave them the freedom, wealth, and platform to do it. You don't get to call it a disaster when you're cashing checks written with American Opportunity, Inc. You don't get to sneer at flyover country where we live while the farmers and the truckers and the welders and the small-town moms make sure you've got food on your table, power in your home, and roads to your red carpet events. Now, you might think this country is a mess, but those people, the ones you mock, the ones you ignore, they're the ones that are holding it together. Now, is America perfect? No. But name me one place on this planet where people are breaking down walls to get out instead of breaking them down to get in. You won't find it. People are flooding into this country. At least they have been. People have been risking their lives to get here because even with all of its flaws, America still shines brighter than anywhere else. And that's the whole reason there's protesters in the street and people don't want to assimilate and become legal citizens of this country. It's because they've been lied to and brainwashed and been told that America somehow is evil. But here's the truth. If you don't like it, if you want to believe the lies that America is inherently evil, you are free to leave. We will let you go. Why? Because this is a free country. That's the beauty of this place. Freedom. Freedom to speak, freedom to work, freedom to live how you choose, vote how you choose, support whatever candidate, and even say the wrong thing and the dumb thing. You even have the right to do the not right thing. So don't mistake your luxury or your security or even your celebrity as proof that America is broken. It's proof that America works. The real shit show isn't this nation. It's the arrogance of the elites who confuse their comfort with hardship and their privilege with persecution. America is strong because regular people love her, fight for her, and keep her standing tall. And you don't get to rewrite that reality from the Hollywood Hills. So either roll up your sleeves and contribute to making this country better. I mean, actually contributing something beyond just getting on a camera and smiling. Or you could take your private jet that you love so much and go find somewhere else in that peaceful UK countryside. But let me warn you, when you land, you're going to be reminded real quick just how good you had it here in the United States of America. There's no question about it. I love you guys so much. Get the book, bornformeaning.com, or get it over on Amazon, wherever you want to. Read it, please, and let me know what you think. I would love it if you would share it with your family and friends as well. You guys are awesome. Make sure that you subscribe, leave a comment, put everything down there. Make sure you're subscribed, baby, to Rumble and YouTube, all the good places. Leave us a rating and review where podcasts are offered. They're on Apple and Spotify. 5-star rating is what we deserve, folks. Go over there and do it. Appreciate you. Love you. We'll be back tomorrow, but join me in the morning, 8, 7 Central, before the noise, and we'll dig back into some of those values from a place we call the Gospel of John, okay? So take care of yourselves. Thank you for participating in the chat, and we will see you tomorrow. Love you. God bless you. Until then,